Right. Hi. So, welcome to session 9 of Awareness Hours. So, where I'm again going to take 3 4 questions, and remaining questions will be taken next week. So, let's begin with today's questions. Fir- First question is what can a person do to gain more self confidence while still remaining humble? So, person is asking what can we do to gain more self confidence while still remaining humble? Right. So, the main concern I think is remaining humble. Uh, or it can be both, gaining more self confidence and then remaining humble. Anyways, so gaining confidence, and understand one thing, this is kind of generic for everyone. We gain more confidence in life when we face more challenges. There is no other way. The more challenges you face in life, the more you face your fears, your enemies, adversaries, and then when you overpower them, you overpower your fears, enemies, adversaries, and challenges, then automatically you gain more self confidence. Like when we are a child, okay, at that age, like we don't know how to deal with our enemies, how to do and deal with our adversaries. Then as we grow in age, we realize that how to handle these type of situations. So what is happening, person is gaining confidence. Person is gaining confidence because he has uh, he has faced challenges, and he has developed this confidence that okay, I have overpowered them before, I can overpower them again. So the more you face your fears, challenges, more you attain success in defeating your enemies, adversaries, more confidence you will gain. That is the first thing. And the second thing is I think the more important thing, that how to how to gain more self confidence while still remaining humble. How to remain humble even if you are successful, even if you are achieving very high. So, first thing is that humbleness cannot be imposed. Understand? Once humbleness or politeness is imposed, it is like superficial. We all know that. So, we cannot impose humbleness on ourselves. We cannot impose humbleness on others. This is the first thing we should know. Then then the most of the times humbleness comes naturally. Humbleness comes naturally with success in life. The best example or the easiest example to understand it like this, that if there is a tree which is laden with the fruits, okay, which a tree is there and it is laden with the fruits, uh, that tree's branches will automatically bow down, okay, because of the weight of the fruits, okay. So this is quite common, that if someone is really successful, someone is really achieving well in life, he will always be humble normally. He should be. Now what if he is not? So understand this from a polar opposite perspective. Understand from the ego side. Okay. Uh, you are asking how to remain humble. I am saying that look at the circumstances which makes you egoistic, We become egoistic because we think that we are achieving things in life, we are doing something great, and we are having all these success. It is a result of our own efforts. This is what makes us egoistic. This is what creates the ego consciousness within us. We end up in forgetting that someone else is running the show. Okay, because if we are putting our efforts and we are achieving everything, then what happened when we didn't achieve anything? There are many areas of life where we put lot of effort but we didn't achieve any success. That means there is some other power, there is some higher power which is running the show here. Okay, so this is where we need to realize that this higher power is more important. Our efforts are necessary, but they are not as important as this higher power's grace. Unless the God's grace is not there, nothing can be achieved. So this is what we need to realize, that and when we realize this, then automatically the humbleness comes, then automatically the politeness comes. Person becomes grateful for everything. Even like if God has given me the health today, the conveniences, the luxuries today to record this session and post on YouTube, this is also God's grace. I should be grateful for to the God for giving one more day in my life where I can do all these things. Otherwise, there was no need for me to be here. Same thing can be done by anyone else. So this is if we start thinking in this way, that every day is just another grace of the God, just another blessing of the God, because otherwise there is no need for me to be here in this world today. It is just given free of cost to me. Okay, without any effort. So this is where we can develop this humbleness or politeness within us, if we realize this, that uh, we may be doing anything, but unless and until the God's grace is not there, nothing is possible. Okay, so this is how we can develop politeness and all. Sorry. Okay, next question is like a little bit on the side of this astrology. So I will reply to that question as it is asked. So questioner asks that how can one best use their Rahu to achieve destiny and avoid the downfall associated with Rahu? Valid question, because Rahu, although represents our past life desires, it represents all the materialistic ambitions and materialistic success, but it is still is a malefic planet, so it can bring difficulties also. So Rahu is first portion. If we again look at how can one best use their Rahu to achieve destiny, look at the Rahu's position, the house, the sign, and the nakshatra. Okay, whatever that house represents, whatever that sign represents, whatever that nakshatra represents, involve yourself into activity related with that house, that sign, and that nakshatra. You will get better result of Rahu. You will attain your destiny. Whatever you are supposed to do in this life, you will be attaining that. Like in my case, Rahu is in 10th house, Leo, Purva Falguni. 10th house is work, career, authority, recognition, fame. Leo is the sign of creativity, Purva Falguni is the nakshatra of creativity. So I am pursuing my creativity, and I am making these astrology or spirituality related videos and articles, and from last 7 years I am achieving success as an astrologer. Okay, so what I did, I did something related with my Rahu's position, the house position, sign position, nakshatra position. I got the result. Now the more important part is that Avoid how to avoid the downfall associated with Rahu. Okay, why downfall will come? Downfall will come because Rahu also represents illusion. It can represent illusion, unknown things. Okay, unconventional things are also represented by Rahu. So understand, any illusion can be gotten rid of only by educating yourself. uh, when we say, Osho used to say that ignorance is nothing but capacity to remain ignorant. So when we say that I am ignorant about it, basically I am saying that I have capacity to remain ignorant about anything, because otherwise knowledge is there. Why didn't you take the knowledge? You chose to remain ignorant. Okay, so now understand, Rahu represents illusion, but it has two aspects: fifth aspect, ninth aspect. Fifth and ninth are the aspects of education and higher education. So that is where Rahu is indicating us that if you educate yourself continuously, okay, in matters related with Rahu, then you will get rid of illusion of Rahu. Okay, so this is how we can handle the Rahu's energy or Ketu's energy also in a better way, by educating ourselves, by being aware, by being more conscious of our actions. Rahu or Ketu represents ignorance, so you can handle Rahu or Ketu in a better way by not remaining ignorant, by not remaining in illusion. So keep on educating yourself, keep on being more aware, more conscious, and then you will have better results of Rahu and Ketu coming in. Meditation is always helpful. Spirituality, spiritual pursuits, or like if you are following some spiritual guru and all, that is always helpful. So just be aware, just continue to get education and knowledge, and then you will get the better results, or better results regarding Rahu and Ketu. Okay, so this is how you can avoid the downfall of Rahu: by educating yourself, by following some spiritual pursuits, by being in meditation. Okay, continuously means not 24/7. It is like at least start, and when you are able to meditate, then obviously meditation is a process which is 24/7. Even if I am doing this video right now, I can be in meditative state by doing while doing this video. So start with the meditation, and then you can handle the Rahu energy in a better way. Now the third question, which will take some time because it is kind of different. Okay, so right, so it is offshoot, or the result of the last session, where I said that we have to accept that whatever is happening in this world, good or bad, even the worst of the crimes happening, is like God's wish. Okay, and nothing can be done without God's wish. So the person has, the same questioner has asked again. Um so since childhood, our parents have told us that God is great and he or she doesn't do anything bad to anyone. He always do justice, etc. Then why would God want someone to commit crime? Shouldn't that criminal perception mindset to be blamed? If someone have committed any crime, then that person should be responsible, because he chose to do that act. Why God is responsible for him? If possible, please include this question in upcoming sessions. Okay, so this is where, first of all, you have to understand my definition of God. Everyone's definition can be little different. Most of the people think that God is some person, individual sitting on the seventh heaven. I don't feel so. Okay. For me, God is consciousness. Okay. my consciousness, your consciousness. Consciousness is always pure. Consciousness, or if you want to call it soul and all, that is also fine. But consciousness, pure consciousness, okay, without any biases, without any preconceived ideas, okay, that is God for me, okay. So when I say that whatever is happening because of God, that means whatever is happening in this world is happening because of consciousness. Now this consciousness can be used either ways. I can be purely conscious of my actions, then obviously I will not commit any crime. But I can be impure with my consciousness also. I can go into wrong direction also. Then also I'm using the same consciousness in a negative way, and there I can commit some mistake, okay. So but either ways, the event or the actions are being taken due to consciousness, and that is my definition of God. That is God for me, the consciousness, okay. So this is the main thing. Then if we come to this discussion, like creator and destroyer, understand only a creator can destroy something. Creator of anything can destroy something, okay. Like if I create a painting, let's take this example. If I create a painting, then only I can destroy it. No one else can destroy it. If you try to destroy it, I will create another. Only I have that ability to destroy it permanently. No one else has. So only the creator can be the destroyer. And it is why, like you see the symbolism, like in Hinduism we have the symbolism of this goddess Kali. She is the mother also, Ma Kali, and she is the representation of death also, fierce incarnation of goddess. So both ways, okay. So the one who is giving you birth, that and the same energy is taking life away from you. So first get rid of this thinking that there is some devil who is sitting somewhere and who is making you do any act. It is the God only, the consciousness only. How you utilize that consciousness is your wish. That's why every person who has consciousness, so every person is God here in this world. Either you do it this way or that way is your wish. You are God of your actions. You are God of your results. Okay, understand? This is when, so in a way, what you are saying in the second portion of your comment is also true, that shouldn't that criminal perception mindset to be blamed? Yes, I am saying that, but that person is also God. He is God of his own actions. He will be blamed, okay. I'm not saying that that person's sitting on the seventh floor where seventh heaven will be blamed. I'm saying that person will be blamed because that person is God within himself. He is God of his own actions. He is God because of his own consciousness, the way he utilized his consciousness, okay. If you just like go into this concept, like in Hinduism, they have this saying that there are 33 crore gods, okay. And there are 33 crore gods and goddesses. Understand? When did this perception started? When India's population was 33 crore, okay. India's population was 33 crore. At that time period they started this saying this, there are 33 crore gods. So right now actually we have around 135 crore gods, only in this country. All over world we have around 8 billion gods. Everyone is god. Very few people are realized one, other people are unrealized one, and those unrealized one are also at least god of their own actions. and that's where they will be blamed. Okay, but even then the actions are being taken by consciousness only, the godliness only. Okay, so this is where I think the main confusion is around definition of God. Most of the people feel that God is an individual. I feel that God is just the consciousness. Okay, so it is for me, it is not an individual, it is not a noun, it is adjective. Okay, as Osho said. And not only not even adjective. Osho says that God is a verb, not a noun. So it can be a verb. Okay, so this is why I feel that anything good, bad, anything happening, okay, that is happening because of the person's own consciousness, and that consciousness is God for that person. Okay, because if you keep this type of thinking that God is doing good and devil is doing bad, then okay, actually devil is more powerful than God. God created a painting and then devil could destroy it. Okay, so that means devil is more powerful than God, right? So if we go into this philosophy also, what it does is it creates a split personality between the person. If split personality has developed as a psychological problem, then a big responsibility is upon these concepts of God and devil. Okay, if you teach a child from the very basic childhood that there is a God, there is a devil, God does good things, devil does bad things, some way somewhere he will also develop this thinking that whenever I am doing something good, God is doing through me. Whenever I am something doing bad, devil is doing something from me, through me. So he will have this split personality kind of problem. So this is also we need to remember that this concept of God and devil separately is not working. That's why, like, we can say the ancient people were very brave enough to say that God is the creator and destroyer both. We may not agree to it, we may not like listening to it, but it is the truth. The same energy which is giving birth to a child, next day can take away the life of the child, the same child. You may like it, you may not like it, doesn't matter, but that is the truth. So one, and the energy which is giving you birth, only that energy, that power has the strength to take away life from you. No one else has that power. Only the creator can be destroyed. Okay, how you use it depends upon your consciousness. uh, how you use your consciousness, okay, how you use your godliness depends upon your consciousness. Whether you want to create something, you want to destroy something, this is you. And responsibility and responsibility or liability is also upon you if you do something wrong with that consciousness. And this uh, like achievement is also with you if you do something good with that consciousness. Then there is this type of like argument is also given that okay, if everything is done by God, good and bad, and someone may commit crime and he may say that, oh, I didn't commit crime, God committed crime through me. If he is really thinking like this, then he will also think that okay, God committed crime through me, now God is coming as a police and he is putting me into jail, and God is coming as a judge and he is giving me punishment. If he is really surrendered into this thinking that God is committing crime through me, then he will have this type of thinking also. But understand, understand through this thing. The this is a technique, this is a way to surrender yourself to the divine energy, to surrender yourself to the god and godly energy. Is that everything is done by god. Okay, but when we say that everything is done by god, we are actually saying that we are powerless to do anything. Unless god's grace is there, we cannot do anything. This is another way of saying it. Okay, so it is about letting go of your ego. When we say that nothing can be done without god and god is doing everything, good or bad, then we are actually letting go of our ego, that we cannot do anything. Okay, so if someone has truly let go of his ego, he will not do any bad thing also, because any wrong act, any bad act is done due to for satisfaction of human ego, nothing else. If I want money in life, I may steal someone's money. If I want some food, I may steal food. If I want anything, any egoistic desires, I may go into the wrong direction to satisfy that egoistic desire. But when I say that everything is done by god, then even this hunger is given by god only. Maybe god wants me to fast today. This is one of the spiritual story, where there was one sage who used to go and ask for the food every day, and one day he didn't get any food. So he used to thank god every day in the evening for whatever he gets. That day again he thanked god, that okay, I thank you for this day. His disciple asked that today we didn't get anything, we have to sleep without any food. Why you are thanking him today? So he said, I am thanking him that I am thanking god that he has given me the opportunity to fast. So this type of person is not going to commit any crime. He is not going to commit any wrong act. Okay, so this thinking, this philosophy that everything is done by god, doesn't matter if everything is done by god or not. It is philosophy to surrender your ego in front of god or divine, that I cannot do anything. At least the main purpose of this philosophy, that everything is done by god, is the main purpose is to surrender your ego, that I cannot do anything. Okay, right. So I hope this is interesting also, and helpful. So let's meet in the next session. I will be happy to take next questions. So for me, god is consciousness, and consciousness can create also, destroy also. And same energy can be creative or destroying and destructive also. With nuclear energy you can create electricity also. With nuclear energy you can create a nuclear bomb also. It depends upon you, what you want to create. Okay, either ways, energy consciousness can be utilized either ways. This is what it means, that god can be creator also, destroyer also. That consciousness is the god.